The Cleveland Cavaliers are in a good spot right now heading into the 2022 NBA Draft. They just completed quite the unexpected season in which they went 44-38. That's their best record without rostering LeBron James since the 1997-98 season. And over the last 4 seasons, this team has built mostly through the draft, selecting the likes of Colin Sexton 8th overall in the 2018 draft, then bringing Darius Garland on board in 2019. Isaac Okoro followed suit in 2020, and then Cleveland landed Evan Mobley in last year's draft. Surrounding them are championship holdover and 6th Man of the Year finalist Kevin Love, Lauri Markkanen, midseason acquisition Karis LeVert, the inconsistent Cedi Osman, the tough-minded Lamar Stevens, Dean Wade, and a few others. That's a solid roster to say the least, but not quite what you would consider to be complete. With the news that Kansas guard Ochai Agbaji declared for the NBA draft, the speculation regarding where he will land is sure to ramp up within the coming days and weeks. And with the NBA draft lottery right around the corner, we will soon know just where each team will be drafting. And with that said, the Cleveland Cavaliers are equipped with the pick number 14 with less than a 0.5% chance to jump up to number 1. And with the team likely to stay put at 14, there is actually a serious possibility that the Cleveland-based team may be in position to snag the national champion. With most mock drafts having Agbaji being selected between spots 10 through 14, that actually bodes well for Cleveland as they look for players who will further bolster the bevy of talent at their disposal. Their recent champion would be a near perfect fit for the Cavs' needs at this stage in their journey towards the top of the Eastern Conference. The 6'5", 215-pound guard would give the team something it hasn't quite had since this rebuild started, if we're being honest. And that's a true 3-and-D wing, capable of not only shooting the lights out from range, but also locking down the opposition. The fact that he has managed to improve his three-point stroke every season while attending Kansas shows his determination and willingness to better himself. Agbaji increased his volume as he took 3.4 three-point attempts per game during his freshman season, all the way up to 6.5 by the end of his senior year. All the while becoming much more of an efficient threat by going from completing just 30.7% of these looks to over 40% during the same span of time. In fact, Agbaji knocked out 103 triples this past season. Only 4 of Cleveland's current players have completed more. With that said, he could jump right into the rotation and immediately give the Cavs another impactful weapon. He does have an NBA-ready body with a 6'10" wingspan and is strong, fast, and athletic enough to check all of the boxes of today's modern-day wings. But he isn't without his flaws, as he still has room for improvement as a shot creator and often suffers from the same kind of rawness in terms of ball handling that Isaac Okoro does. He is also not much of a facilitator and playmaker at this stage, averaging just 1.6 assists per game this past season. But the good news is that he likely wouldn't be tasked with creating offense for himself and can worry about making the correct read, whether that be to keep the ball moving or attacking the basket. He is also very good moving without the ball and can often be seen moving and cutting to find openings within the defense. He possesses quick twitch athleticism that allows him to open passing lanes for his teammates, which, based upon experience of this past season, bodes well for Darius Garland and others. Quite honestly, the biggest issue upon drafting Agbaji may be just where he would fit within the current rotation. Does he displace a guy like Isaac Okoro, maybe a Karis LeVert, Lauri Markkanen, or someone else? Would he be included within the main rotation from day one? These are all good problems to have if the Cavs do end up keeping their selection and drafting Ochai Agbaji, and one that I'm sure the Cavs don't mind having. Time will tell if Agbaji will be donning the wine and gold by the start of the season, but here's to hoping the Cavs put serious consideration into selecting him if possible.